This is Sharon from Sharon Sheds Signs and Designs. Come in, say hi, let us know you're watching. So glad you're here, and I hope you're having a great day watching all of the beautiful crafts. I'm getting us brought up so that I can see comments. Okay, come on. There, now it shows I'm live. Now I just got to get to the actual live. I still look a little bit far away to me. I'm going to pull the camera up just a bit after I move my iPad over. Let's hope that's better and you can still see what I'm going to do. So, let me see. I'm not seeing any comments yet, but I see that Southern Designs and Finds is just now finishing up, so maybe in just a second. All right, there I am. There we go. All right. Welcome, welcome. Say hi. Let me know you're here. If you'd sprinkle it out, we'd appreciate that. That would be awesome. I'm not seeing comments yet, but I can see that there are people on, so hopefully in just a minute. Let's see. Hang on. Because I want to be able to read your comments. About got it. There we go. Now I can see comments. Hey Amanda, how are you? Good to see you, girl. I've got two cute projects lined up. The first one is going to be using this Santa Claus mold. So, Saint Nick mold it's called. And I love anything Santa. So I'm going to do that. And I'll get that started first. So that, I have to bring my cups over where I can reach them. There we go. It can be setting up, and then I'll explain the rest of what I'm going to do. But anyway, I hope we have fun this next hour. I think it will be. I hope I can give you some inspiration, and I hope you've got some fun ideas so far today. And why'd that go away again? Come on, Facebook. Let's see. Try this once more, and then I'm just going to get up and do it on my iPad. There, I just felt my resin on my mat. Hang on. 1 second, Shirley. There, it's opening. I'm like, what the heck, Facebook? Don't do this to me. Now it's looking better. All right. All right, all right. I think we're good. And once again, I'm not seeing comments. Doggone it. Well, we're just going to have to go without it. And I'll read your comments later. I'm sorry. I hate that. Anyway. I'm going to make this mold, and it does say on it how much resin I need. 230 grams, alrighty. So quite a little bit. Let's see. Which I would expect because it's a pretty deep mold. So, most of the way to the top. I'm going to assume that the this means in total, so that's what we're going to go with. I'm using Amazing Casting Resin. It's awesome for the molds. Use equal amounts of part A and part B. Get my stick and stir. I think it says stir 30 seconds. I generally find it doesn't take that long. If you go that long, it's going to be setting up on you, and that's not good. There, see comments? I'm not going to touch it again. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Kathy. Good afternoon. Is it warm and sunny in Montana? It is here, too. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You can kind of tell when this resin is ready just by the fact that it starts getting warm, and it's pretty clear. So I think we're about there. Make sure you do the sides. I don't want to stir it up too long, because I have had it get hard on me before I got done pouring. Looks like we'll be okay today. So cute. And it's got ivy here too, which I also want to use. I love IOD molds. They're probably about my favorite crafting tool. All right, we've got it all poured, and it didn't take near that much resin, so I probably misread it. I would normally pour that in other things, but I'm not going to take the time to do it right now. So we'll scoot this back as easily as I can without spilling it. That'd be good. I'm going to get my surface. This is 18 by 11, and it is from Michaels. I painted it yesterday because I wanted this to be a different color than the outside and then the center, and it takes a lot of taping and a long time to paint. And I didn't want to waste my whole hour today painting, and I'm sure you didn't want me to either. So we're going to go with that. We're going to wait on our Saint Nick, and he's already setting up. I thought he would be. He's pretty thick, though. He may take a minute. All right, the next thing I'm going to use on this project, though, is the Gilded, Figgy, and Flourish. There's 8 sheets of rub-on transfers, and they are awesome. So I'm going to use those. Now, if I can get them in the right place without my Santa being on there yet, I think I can. I'm going to use Christmas Tidings up here at the top. I need to round that corner more, just so I can fit it where I want it to be. I'm going to take off the backing. And put it right up here. Smooth it down, make sure it's down good, because it will move on you if you're not careful. Alright, I'm going to use my, what embossing tool? Yeah, here's this is an essential stencil embossing tool. IOD provides one that's perfectly fine, but I'm not going to hunt for mine. We'll use this one. So I start at one corner, kind of go over the whole thing. Make sure it's down flat and there's no wrinkles. And then I go back up at the top and start working from one corner down. I use a circular motion for the most part. I was intimidated by these at first, but if you are, don't be. They're very easy to use. Very easy to use. And they look gorgeous when you get done. If you want a little bling. I will tell you what I painted my board with, though I didn't tell you that. I did tell you it's an 11 by 18 and it's from Michael's. I painted folk art vintage white for the outside frame and for the center of the board, and then I used fusion mineral paint metallic gold for what I call the mat. And I will say it'd be a lot easier to paint if you just make it all one color, but I didn't want to do that, so. See how we're doing. Because in general, IOD transfers go down really well. Get a hold of it. Looking good. And Santa's looking pretty good too. It's so pretty here today. I spent my morning answering comments and that kind of thing, but I went to exercise then. Right after lunch, I go to some low impact aerobics on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I ran and did that. I bet I've got all this, but I want to go back slowly so I can make sure. I think IOD are some of the easiest transfers to work with. Got a little bit right there on the bottom of that G that didn't adhere, but I got it now. So if you don't have it, all you gotta do is lay it back down. Got it. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. And you can see that that's very see-through once you've got it all on. Got a little bit of gold on there that come off of the rub-on. I don't know, but I'm gonna put a little white paint on it, I think. Sand it a little bit, see if I can get it off that way. Wouldn't have to get it off, I'm just kind of picky about some things anyway. That will be good enough, but I'm going to use a little flat brush and touch that up. I love crafting for Christmas. It's my favorite thing. I don't know about you guys. Just touching up where some of the foil got where I didn't want it to be. It's a brush here, I think. All right, now that looks good, or will once that's dry. Okay, you see how Santa's doing. He's almost set up. Almost. I think the Folie probably is set up. Let's see what we can do about getting that out. Takes a little muscle to get it started coming out because this is such a thick mold. But it's going to be fabulous, so it's going to be worth it. Oh, he's pretty. Look at the detail on that Santa. Isn't he gorgeous? And I'm going to leave him right there, but not in my paint, hopefully. If I can get the ivy out, we'll be good. It's starting to come out. It's still quite pliable, and that's fine. That way, if you want to bend it around something, you can. I'm not going to, but it isn't going to hurt to get it out. There's our piece of ivy. I do have some more of that foil that I'm going to use for the rub on, but I'm going to finish up with my molds first. So that's that, and it comes out super clean. You don't need to do anything else with it. So I am, though, going to paint this all just totally white. You could obviously paint the detail, it's got so much on it, but it wouldn't really be hard to do. Just would take a lot of time, so we're going to go this route. I have not got to watch the previous lives, so I will have to go back and do that. And I also did not, I started to check the schedule on my page to see who was next, but I lost it. But I'm easily sidetracked. Hey Linda, how are you? I don't think I said hi. It's good to see you. Like I said, I will read all the comments after the live and answer any questions. If I miss saying hi, I'm sorry, but for some reason, I don't think my comments are working very well. Not really. I should know who's up next, because I did know, but it's left. Sorry about that, you guys. But the Decoupage Central page has the agenda. Needed more of the antique white or vintage white. I have diamond dust out. Might have to use some. This might call for some, we'll see. I've got some projects behind me that I did yesterday using items from the new release, and it was so fun. I am especially in love with the, my mind went blank, but the bubble gum machine, I don't know. You guys, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't be saying anything today because my mind is obviously not working. Okay, I've got him all painted. Lay him aside a second. I'll dry him in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get the ivy painted too. And then I'm going to use some antique gold rub and buff and possibly some diamond dust. Because I love diamond dust at Christmas time. Got them all painted. That wasn't too bad. Alright, I might want to clean my hands before I touch anything. Still, the comments are not working. You guys, so frustrating. Anyway. Let's dry this. I am going to use some more vintage white in a minute with my next project, but not on this one. Dry this. Taking him long to dry it off. I do see that I did not get the edges very well of the holly. And they show more than you'd think they would, so I want to get them painted. Guess I got this side, just not the other side. All right, that is that. I'm not going to use that brush on the next project. Now, I have got some antique gold rub and buff here. Put some on my plate, and I think I'll apply it with a stencil brush. about as good as anything to get down in the grooves. Just a small one. Although, I don't think I like that color with the gold Fusion Mineral. Well, this one looks the same. So, we'll try it. It may be okay. I'm going to get a shop towel. So pretty. I love the detail on that fur on his cap. I don't want his nose that gold though. Little brush. That looks better. I'll dry that. So there's Santa with his gold rubbing buff. Let's try the holly. And then let's put a little around the edge of my frame. I like the outside edge to have a little something on it. I could keep going with edges, but that would be time consuming. Alright, there's that. Now I am going to dry this just a smidge. Because I'm going to put a little top coat on it. And I don't want my gold to run everywhere. And the reason I'm going to put the top coat on there is I've decided I am going to use diamond dust. And so, I don't want that to make a big mess. Anyway, I'm just going to brush on a little What I'm using is Fusion Mineral Paint Tough Coat. You could use any kind of sealer. You just want to get it wet. Then the diamond dust will stick to it. Somewhere around here I had a paper to use for my diamond dust under it. I'm not seeing it, so we'll use the shop towel. That'll work. That'll work. Alright. Put this there. I don't want it to be heavy with diamond dust, but he needs a little sparkle. I don't know if you can see all the shiny or not, but he looks pretty good. Let's see. And do the same thing with these two. Dust. Okay. I'm going to use, did me a lot of good to have that under there. Okay, got it off. I'm going to use Stick Fast to attach him. It's my favorite glue, even though I do tend to stick to everything and get paint stuck to my fingers that has to wear off and all that. Okay, let's stand up and make sure I get him kind of right where I want him. Right up there. Would be better. Stick him down. Before I go any further, I think I'm going to use my other transfer, which is here on my table somewhere. There it is. Put this Flourish at the bottom. There. And I'm going to stand again just because it will be easier, I think, to do this. Make sure it's all down good so it doesn't move on me. A little diamond dust in it, I can feel the grit. That's pretty good. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. See? Isn't that cool? Love it. these in the corners. And glue that down. Again with stick fast. Got my iPad up too, but I don't think yeah, I do see some comments there. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Rosalinda. Thanks for watching. Hey, New Creations. Missed a bunch of you. Hey, Ginger Lee. How are you, girl? Let's see. I don't know why they're not working on my Chromebook, but oh well. Such is life. All right, you guys. I think that's really a cute Christmas decoration and wasn't hard. Now lay that aside. And I'm going to be using paint inlays on this next one. And this is a cutting board. I think I may have ordered it from Michael's. The rub-ons that I'm going to be using are this, I think it's pronounced Folie. I'm not French and I don't do very good with French words. But that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to paint this white. I've got a little bit of white paint right there. I like to base coat with a sponge brush, but I think I cleaned them all yesterday and I didn't bother to get them. So we'll be using a regular brush. This is a good brush too, though. It's an F50 what is it? Klingon. I'm sorry, my mind isn't working. How am I doing? Oh, I should be able to do this. I just won't paint the edges. I'll go back and get them after the live. Some more paint. If somebody knows who's up after me, would you mind to put it in the comments? I am so sorry that I do not know. That's bad of me. Right. I have my transfers cut out like I want them, or my paint inlays. You need to lay them paint side down, so that'd be grid side up. And I'm trying to go down far enough that I get the berries all on there. I have a damp washcloth here. It's not a washcloth, but a damp cloth anyway. Just kind of blot it. You don't want to rub or you'll smear the paint. That's down pretty good. Then I want to use, I want to use these along the bottom. So, upside down, kind of, sort of, center. And this isn't the way these were meant to go, but I cut them out to suit what I wanted. Paint inlays can be reused. Of course, yeah, it is paint, so you have a little less paint each time, but if you're going for the rustic look, they're perfect. And I've got two more, I think. There we are. Let's see. And of course it's better if you're doing these not on a live, that you follow the instructions that are on the package and let them have time to dry on their own. Leastways, if you've got enough patience to do that. Let's see, did I? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I think I've got it all good and wet. Get this stuff out of my way because I shouldn't need it anymore. Well, I'm giving that a second to set. And I'll put my stick fast away. I've got my, that's so gunked up, you guys. So gunked up. I have found that it's best not to put these in a very thick layer of paint. That's just been my experience. I haven't had very good luck dealing with chalk paint, although a lot of people say that's the best way to do it. I like my acrylic. Almost didn't dry. The cool thing about the grids, if you need to match up parts, it's easy to do that. Alright, I'll pat them with my cloth again. My comments have went away again. Hey, Joey, you're next. I should have known that, and I did know it. It just, I couldn't remember it today. Because I read that and I thought, Joey and I usually follow each other. I'll start over here. See if I can get started peeling it up. I love the look you get with or the paint inlays. I like to go around the edges with a Kills Dark wax or something like that and sand back a little, make it all look old. Looking good. What am I doing for time? I'm okay. You don't want to have to pull hard on these to get them up. And if you lay them flat, they'll dry and you can reuse them. If it has too much resistance, just wet it a little more. That is cool. Hold to the edge somewhere. got enough time to sand the edge and put some something on it. I think that's cool. If you like the vintage look, it's cool. I got too much paint and it ran over the edges, but that's okay. I'll fix those later. Could use some homespun to create a cute Christmassy bow. Alright, I'm going to use some Kills Dark Wax in Vintage Photo. It's my favorite color. Oh, no, it's not Kills Dark Wax. This is Ranger Distressed Oxide in Vintage Photo. I could have used Kills Wax, but I decided I wanted to use this. It's a tie as to whether I like Kills Dark Wax the best or this Ranger Distressed Oxide the best. I go through phases. I think this gives it a nice vintage look. If you go for vintage, and I do like it. So that's project number 2. Project number 1 was the Christmas Tidings with the Saint Nick mold and the, what was the name of those again? Figgy and Flourish. There's 8 by 12 sheets in there. And on the Folie paint inlays, I'm going to let those dry laying flat. There are 8 12 by 16 sheets. Like I said, they can be reused. I'm letting mine lay flat and dry so that I can reuse them again. And I hope you guys like those. Let me show you one I did yesterday that you guys, I'm in love with this. Look at that, isn't that the cutest? With the mold, and then I put the Saint Nick paper out of the same mold. These trees were part of the same mold set, and the snowflakes, and then I took a little candlestick from Amazon and painted it black and put white wax on it. I think it's so cute. I love it. So there was that. used some of the new rub-on transfers to do that one. And last but not least, I did this. I used a stamp to create the Wishing You a Joyful Christmas. So I hope you like some of those. It gives you some ideas. I'm going to have reels on these two this week. This one took too long and I just couldn't get it cut down enough to do that, but I'll do a live on it soon. Anyway, thanks you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know you'll enjoy whatever Joey has next. So that will be good. And I'm going to sit down and start reading comments first and then catching up on replays. I need to do that. So, see if I can see anything anybody's saying. Thank you, you guys, and thanks again for joining me. I appreciate your support. And we've got just a second before Joey comes up, so I'll hang on and talk to you a second. I will be live again Thursday, my regular time, on Decoupage Central and my page, and then again on Sunday. So I will do something fun on Thursday. I may do that bubble again. I thought that was so cute, and it's easy and fun. Just took more time than what I could get down to a decent reel. Anyway, so anyhow, that is about all I can think of to say. Thanks, you guys. I love y'all, and I appreciate your support so very much. You guys have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the lives. I hope you get some great inspiration. I did put what I used in the description of the live along with my affiliate code. So anytime you use that, I appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your day. Love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.